Jasmine M. wants to know the current opinion that the UK general public has of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Can you speak on behalf of your fellow countrymen?
Well, I have a very different view to a lot of people. And on the show that I do at home, Loose Women, I'm like the only person who flies the Harry and Meghan flag. And I don't know them. I've met a few of the royals over the years, but I've never met them. But I just think that the amount of bullying by the press, British and American, that woman gets. Remember, she was in those rooms, a lot of them, you know, as a young Black American woman. She had a big voice in UNICEF and in the United Nations. She was in a lot of those rooms before Harry. And I just kind of try to fly the flag a bit. You've got to remember that this is a boy who was, you know, was forced at 12 years old to walk behind his mother's coffin, you know.
Ever pondered why Meghan Sussex is the media's favourite target? It's no secret that Meghan Sussex has been on the receiving end of an unending media onslaught, a fixation that seems to border on obsession. This fascination is not just benign curiosity, but a relentless scrutiny that often veers into the realm of negativity and intrusion. Imagine for a moment being on the receiving end of such constant attention, each and every move, every word, every outfit, every decision dissected and analysed to its very core. It's not just a matter of public interest, it's a matter of public judgment. But why Meghan Sussex? Is she the only public figure worthy of such intense scrutiny? The answer, quite simply, is no. There are countless individuals who occupy the public sphere, yet none face the same level of scrutiny as Meghan. The question then arises, why is there such a glaring double standard? This disproportionate attention is not merely an issue of overzealous journalism, it's an issue of fairness, of equality. When the media chooses to focus its lens so intently on one individual, it creates an imbalance. It sets a dangerous precedent, one where public figures are not treated with the same respect and impartiality. This is not to say that public figures should be immune to criticism, far from it. However, there's a stark difference between fair critique and incessant harassment. This is the line that seems to have been crossed in the case of Meghan Sussex. We've seen the rise of social media, the 24-hour news cycle, and the insatiable appetite for celebrity gossip feed into this media frenzy. But at what cost? At the cost of a woman's peace, her privacy, her dignity? The media's role in society is to inform, to question, to hold accountable. But when it comes to Meghan Sussex, it seems the media has forgotten its role, favouring sensationalism over fairness, speculation over facts, and judgment over understanding. Is it fair to single out Meghan Sussex for such relentless scrutiny? The answer is clear. It's time to rethink the double standards, to question the media's obsession, and to demand better. Because at the end of the day, Meghan Sussex is not just a public figure, she's a human being. What has Meghan Sussex really done to deserve such treatment? This is a question we find ourselves asking time and again. The media has taken a particular interest in Meghan, scrutinising every aspect of her life. Every step she takes, every move she makes is under the relentless glare of the media spotlight. Let's take a moment to consider some of the criticisms Meghan has faced. She's been accused of being too American, of not fitting into the British way of life. But isn't it the very essence of humanity to adapt and evolve? Is it not commendable that Meghan, born and raised in a different culture, is trying to find her place in a new environment? Then there are the accusations of her supposed disregard for royal protocol. The media has been quick to magnify every perceived misstep, often with a negative spin. But let's not forget, Meghan is a woman of the 21st century. She has her own identity, her own beliefs. We must question whether it is fair to expect her to conform entirely to centuries-old traditions. Meghan has also been criticised for her relationship with her father, which has been portrayed as strained and complex. But family matters are deeply personal, and it is unfair to judge someone based on their family dynamics, which we know little about. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, the issue of race. Meghan, being of mixed race, has been subjected to a different kind of scrutiny. Reports have often focused on her race, citing it as a cause of conflict. This only serves to highlight the inherent bias in the media. The media's unending onslaught on Meghan Sussex is not only unfair, but also raises questions about the role of the media in shaping public opinion. Is it right for the media to put someone under such intense scrutiny, magnifying every aspect of their life, often with a negative spin? Does the media's relentless attack on Meghan Sussex reflect an inherent bias? These are questions that we must ask ourselves as we navigate through the barrage of information that is fed to us daily. Is the media merely reporting, or is it a bully in disguise? This question is one we must grapple with as we delve into the media's treatment of Meghan Sussex. It's undeniable that the media has a responsibility to report on public figures. However, when does reporting cross the line into bullying? Let's consider the relentless and often negative media coverage Meghan Sussex has been subjected to. It's no secret that she has been the subject of countless headlines, many of which have been unflattering to say the least. Meghan's every move, every word, every outfit, even her every breath, it seems, has been scrutinized and critiqued. This constant barrage of negative attention goes beyond the realm of reporting and ventures into the territory of harassment. Moreover, the media's portrayal of Meghan has been one-sided and biased, often ignoring the positive contributions she has made. Her charity work, her advocacy for women's rights, her efforts to promote mental health awareness, all these are often overshadowed by the media's relentless focus on controversy and scandal. What's more, the media's coverage of Meghan has been invasive and disrespectful of her privacy. There have been instances where the media has crossed the line, publishing private letters and intruding into her private life. This is not reporting. It's a violation of her rights as an individual. It's also worth noting that the media's relentless criticism of Meghan has had real-world consequences. It has fueled online hate, with Meghan becoming the target of vicious online trolls. This is a clear example of how the media's actions can contribute to a culture of bullying. So we must ask ourselves, is the media merely doing its job, or is it using its power and influence to harass and bully? It's a question that warrants serious consideration. It's time to question the media's complicity in the bullying of Meghan Sussex. In the midst of the storm, Denise Welch stands as a beacon of support, a voice of reason, a voice of understanding, and a voice that refuses to be swayed by the relentless media onslaught against Meghan Sussex. Denise Welch, a well-known British personality, has consistently shown unwavering support for Meghan. This is not a matter of mere celebrity camaraderie. No, Welch's stance is one of principle, one that recognises the humanity behind the headlines and refuses to be part of the bullying narrative. She has been outspoken about the treatment Meghan has received, saying, "The amount of bullying by the press, British and American, that woman gets, it's like, what has she really done, you know? And every single day she is battered." Her words ring true and resonate with those who have also perceived the unjust treatment of Meghan. Welch's support is not blind, but rather it is informed and empathetic. She understands the weight of the media's narrative, and she chooses to stand against it. She chooses to highlight the strength and resilience of Meghan rather than join in the chorus of criticism. While many others have been quick to jump on the bandwagon of blame and criticism, Welch has stood firm in her support for Meghan. She has been a constant, unwavering voice amidst the cacophony of negativity. A voice that insists on fairness, respect and understanding. Her support is not just a token gesture, it's a powerful statement. It's a statement that challenges the status quo. A statement that calls for empathy over judgment, understanding over sensationalism. In a world where it's easy to get lost in the noise, to be swayed by the popular narrative, Denise Welch's support for Meghan Sussex is a refreshing change. It's a reminder that each story has multiple sides, that each person deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Denise Welch's support for Meghan Sussex is a testament to her courage and empathy. She stands as an example, a beacon of support, and a call to challenge the narrative that so often seeks to tear down rather than build up. How long will we turn a blind eye to the media's bullying? One cannot help but question the role of the media in shaping public opinion, especially when it comes to public figures like Meghan Sussex. The relentless scrutiny, the unending criticisms, the ceaseless onslaught. It's a phenomenon we've seen time and again, and it's high time we address this issue. The media is a powerful tool. It has the power to uplift, to inspire, to bring people together, but it also has the potential to tear down, to divide, and to foster hostility. What we see happening to Meghan Sussex is a clear example of the latter. The constant bullying, the incessant nitpicking, the persistent negative narrative. It's not just unfair, it's downright deplorable. And it's not just about Meghan Sussex, it's about the broader issue of how the media treats public figures. It's about the need for responsible journalism, for respect for personal boundaries, for fairness and objectivity. It's about the need for change. But what does this change look like? It looks like the media taking a step back and examining their role in shaping public opinion. It looks like journalists holding themselves to higher standards, focusing on facts rather than speculation, on understanding rather than judgment. It looks like the media recognizing the impact of their words and actions and making a conscious effort to do better. And it's not just the media that needs to change. We, as consumers of media, need to change too. We need to be more critical of the information we consume, to question the narratives we're presented with, to hold the media accountable for their actions. Denise Welch has set a powerful example by standing against the bullying of Meghan Sussex. She's shown that it's possible to challenge the media's narrative, to stand up for what's right, to support those who are being unfairly targeted. And we can follow her lead. It's high time to challenge the media's narrative and stand against the bullying of Meghan Sussex, as Denise Welch has done. Let's not just be passive consumers of media. Let's be active participants in shaping a more responsible, more respectful, more fair media landscape.